Dong. Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you for not timing your celebrates at the same exact time. Much appreciated. Hello. Hi, Twin. Welcome in. Hello to everybody else as well. Welcome to another week of Ace Attorney. Thank you for the throw soup. Last we left off. Huh?
I was gonna say it's a little Genshin thing.
Oh, was it? It was just outside of my periphery when I was looking to the far left and it was outside of my periphery. I have no clue what hit me.
I didn't quite catch what it was, but I saw that it was like blue and pink, so I assumed it was Genshin.
Blue and pink.
Hoyoverse at least.
Maybe it's I have like some Star Rail items. There's like the
it wasn't a Primo Gem, but it was like in a shape of like a star?
It was probably one of the Star Rail currencies that I never remember the name of. Hi, Chai. Welcome in.
Hi, Chai. How goes the
Unavowed?
Yeah. Gonna be like, how goes the unknown? And then realize that no one would even know what I'm talking about.
I still don't know what we're talking about.
Looks the stream.
Ah.
At least on my end, on my Discord bot in my server, it said the game he was playing was unknown. I think he forgot to set the game when he first went live.
I see. But
Yeah,
yes.
they were doing something a little cheeky with Chai actually playing the game and Lux just streaming it.
I see. Well, I hope you guys are having a good time.
Yeah.
Well, welcome in to Aces. Not Ace of Thursday. It's not Thursday. We just talked about this. Welcome to...
It's Thursday in our hearts.
It's Thursday in our hearts. Oh my god. I don't know if I wanted to be Thursday in my heart. That means I had to go to work tomorrow.
If you have Thursday in your heart, please consult a physician.
If Thursday in your heart lasts longer than 24 hours each week, please consult a doctor. Okay, last we left off, looks like we're going into another moon matrix. So let's get back into it. See what we got going
That
here.
or we just finished it.
Or we just finished it, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to talk about Owen. We're like, you didn't tell us about Owen. Okay. I did not warm up my voice, and I've only eaten half of my dinner, so we're gonna have a great night, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go. I've never met any personality named Owen. Hatches was just blurting out nonsense in a panic. We're always aware, so we definitely notice if a personality like that showed up. How dare you treat me like a criminal based on one mere conjecture?
Wow. How am I supposed to deal with the testimony of 3 personalities?
Oh, just you wait, Athena. Chronicles brings that to you in great fashion.
That's one of my favorite things about Chronicles is that you get multiple witnesses. I like that.
I like the jury too. It's fun. I was a little worried about the jury at first when we went in. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. But it's fun. I like how they mix it up.
There's like one guy that's just always on the jury though.
Pulled from a random grouping of your peers. Sure. Sure. Unless you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You'd best screw your courage to the sticking. You'd best screw your courage to the sticking place? What are you on about?
That's a phrase. I don't know exactly what it means, but I have heard it before.
Oh god, I've never heard that one before. I was just like, what does this mean? You'd best screw your courage to the sticking place and attack their testimony head on.
All right, I will. Just stop piling the pressure on me.
I can't be worse than Right Dono on Justice Dono whenever he was away in a far-off land. Putting the fate of not only his daughter, but the entire agency on his shoulders.
Had to draw out some info. Anything to drag Owen out into the open. I don't know if dragging out a personality is the best way to go about it, but sure. Go ahead. I'm not the doctor here. Matt? Huh? Is that how you experience each other? Like meeting people on the street?
Well, it's more like all three of us are always here. And the personality that's most suited to the moment is the one that comes out.
So, when you're out, Undo, what are the other two doing?
Well, we never know when our turn will come, right? So we stand by and listen.
So, that means all three of you share the same memories?
I never really thought about it, but I guess that's right.
I see. Thank you. Please continue. Patches is just a silly little guy. Patches, can I have a word with you, please?
Why, hello! You rang?
You said, at first, that you didn't know anyone named Owen. But then you exercised the right to remain silent. Were you afraid of committing perjury?
Well, you see... I'll take over from here if you don't mind. Listen, I hate to say it, but Patches is about as smart as a sack of rocks. If you grill him with a bunch of highfalutin words, he's going to want to keep silent.
I see. So, looking after loose-tongued Patches is your role, is it, Miss Kisagawa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. But anyway. I do know that Patches was just flustered, and that's why he decided to remain silent.
But what if, for some reason, you three were unconscious at the time of the incident? If the three of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen?
What would happen? I'm not even sure what you mean.
I mean, you three share the same memories, right? But if Owen is different, what if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerges when the three of you are unaware or unconscious.
Speaking of this, fourth personality is a foregone conclusion. I suggest you prove his existence first.
Well, we've already seen 3 personalities. A fourth wouldn't be a stretch. Oh.
Yeah, it hiccuped on me too. You dishonor the victim and this court by jumping to such conclusions without proof.
you ever heard of these old sayings, prostitute or somebody? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see one, there are likely 30 in your home.
Are we talking about Sophlings?
I guess so!
Don't worry about it.
I'm basing my theory on such premises.
Comparing us to cockroaches? Do we bug you that much, girlie?
Oh.
But how do you intend to prove it? How do you prove that all 30 personalities became unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all of this talk is merely empty speculation.
Well, I...
Don't be so timid. If you don't have it, then find it. Look for something that could render Endo and the others unconscious.
Simon's right. I can't back down now. For my client, Mr. Wet, I have to. Wait, Mr. Wet?
Let me rest? Ha! Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. But I'm fresh like my soba. And you don't let soba dough rest. It's all about the 3 freshes. Grind the buckwheat seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodles fresh.
It's blacked out.
Mr. Wet, falling unconscious. Wait a minute, I think I got it. We need to get him really drunk.
Well, mistakes. Do you have proof to back up your theory?
There are 2 glasses. I don't know if this is what we want to present, though, versus continuing down our line of questioning and the cross-examination, and then coming back to it. Also, I love that his house crest is just like a, the shape of a fan inside one of those, like, metal caged desk fans. You have proof to back up your theory. I don't think specifically for this particular one, no. Is this a moment where we fly by the seat of our pants, or... We're not even 20 minutes into the stream. Why are you giving me a decision like this, Ace Attorney? Is it time to bluff? I don't know if it's time to bluff, man. The only thing that we have that alludes to alcohol is that picture that has the camel. What we presume to be alcohol. For all I know, it could be fancy sparkling water. They're like, it's not alcohol. Why would you ever assume that, even though it looks like it's in a sake jar? Not jar, sake bottle.
Ah, yes, my mason jar of sake.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you got your sake bottle full of moonshine. There's no slapping health bar here, so.
Yes, Your Honor, I do. The proof is right here in this crime photo.
It is? In that case, please point out what supports your theory.
Did my idea actually go well at the beginning of stream for once?
This, most likely, is what caused Undo to lose consciousness.
Sake! Not the right button! Not the right button!
This is probably what made Undo lose consciousness.
Ah, yes. The sake. And isn't it just like Master Tornado to pick a fine brand like Camel?
Sake. Oh, you mean...
I don't know if you want to finish it or not.
Oh! Oh, you mean rice wine.
Hold it. Oh, please. Don't call it rice wine. That's so unsophisticated. And it's not even wine. Silly girl. I must agree. You need to become more cultured, Athena.
Tomato. It's made of rice and people get drunk from drinking it, right?
It's called sake. End of story.
Fine! Sake it is then! Ay, caramba! Everyone's so touchy about these things.
I recall Master Tornado would often have a drink or two before performing. He said it made him even more eloquent. Drinking too much of the stuff can make one lose consciousness, though, of course.
And look! There are 2 glasses on the table. Undo, I believe your master offered you some sake. And then he must have drank too much and passed out. That's when your 4th personality, Owen, emerged.
I drank sake. Oh, that's a good one. We have a real sweet tooth, you see, so yes, we did accept a sugary red bean bun. But since we really dislike sake, we said no thank you to that. Believe it or not, we're real weak when it comes to booze. Even a tiny drop can knock us right out.
Oh no, are they laced bean manju? Red bean manju?
I feel like I made a comment about that. When
I
we saw them
did!
before.
Yeah, because I was like, it's strange that you're seeing a sake brand with the same branding and on the manjus. But I was onto something. I was onto something there. I feel like I'm onto something. Is this Big Brain Michi stream?
So you see, I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake.
What? That can't be right. In defense demands that the glasses be examined right away.
You amateur. Do you really think I had not already done so? Your foolishness is beyond the pale.
Don't tell me.
There was no trace of the witness having touched either of the glasses, naturally.
Of course.
Miss Sykes, would you like the witness's statement added to this testimony?
I do.
Yes, please, Your Honor.
No. My idea here might still hold some sake. Just give it a second.
Do Yeah, Michu's idea is specifically that it didn't get drank, so... Very well.
I didn't drink any sake. Let's just play Sensi.
So, if you had even a tiny sip of sake, you'll conk out. Blech. So,
Yeah.
so if you had even a tiny sip of sake, you'll conk right out, huh? I don't know why I'm tripping over that.
Not better.
Words are heard.
They are. That's why you didn't touch the glass that Master Tornado offered, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And maybe you ate something that had sake in it as an ingredient.
I don't recall doing anything like that.
He doesn't recall doing it. But that doesn't necessarily mean he didn't. He might just not have known that he did. I better take another good look at the evidence.
So we didn't drink any sake, huh?
Oh boy. Now we're in trouble.
That kind of answer is exactly why Sad Monk keeps insulting you. Now, use your head. There were countless ways Wendo could have gotten sake into his mouth besides drinking it.
Well, I don't know about the countless part, but...
But nothing. Give it some thought and you'll figure something out.
So the witness must have had something that contains sake. Is there anything in the court record that hints at something like that?
I wonder what it could be. Oh, come on.
Knock knock. Who's there? This evidence and that statement. This evidence and that statement who? They contradict each other, that's who.
And that's not even the proper call and response for a knock-knock joke.
And what's more, her claim does not even make any logical sense. Performance merits neither applause nor leniency defense.
Guys are no fun. Everyone's a critic.
Cut me some slack.
Random widget.
Yeah.
I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake. I don't know what else it would be. The correlation is that they have the same logo. You ate the sake manju. I'm determined that's what it is. Didn't drink any sake.
Additional info.
I'll say... Yeah, you're right about the logo. But he just presented the wrong evidence.
I figured I presented the wrong evidence, but
Yeah. But you have something in here that's the correct evidence. Obviously, you do. It's kind of stupid if you ask me, but...
isn't that kind of par for the course with Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice so far? You run into like many
Yeah.
instances of why? Why? And whoever's the defense attorney for that case is all smug, like, ha ha ha, I got one over on you. It's like, no, you didn't. I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake. You say it's kind of stupid. Does it make sense?
It makes sense, I just think it's stupid.
Is it like oddly roundabout? Or is it just like whenever you see the two next to each other, you're like, I guess it makes sense?
Oh no, it makes a lot of sense. It's just not the evidence I would use.
Is it this?
Yeah. It's stupid. Because I feel like it's like, you could just point to the buns right there.
And not only this, my opinion at least, I feel like this is less of a compelling piece of evidence because while you might be able to be like, oh, this goes to the wrapping of the box, you have to make another layer of logic to jump back to the sake to be like, oh, this paper matches the paper on the manju box, which matches the sake, versus looking at the photo that already shows the manju paper that matches the sake and it's a direct correlation.
I mean, it makes sense. This fully makes sense. But it's also stupid because you just point to the photo and that makes more sense.
You have
Also-
to take less leaps of
Yeah.
logic. Yes. Hi,
Hello,
CJ.
CJ.
Welcome in.
It's... but yeah, you see what I mean? That it's stupid. It makes sense, but it's stupid.
Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice is going to make me lose my ever loving mind. I swear.
This shows what most likely made Undo lose consciousness.
That note. Are you feeling lightheaded, child? Or perhaps a bit peckish?
I'm not hungry. My head feels just fine, thank you very much. Look at the paper this note is written on. Isn't there something familiar about it?
What exactly is your point, Defense? Ah, the strange design here reminds me of the paper from...
Yep, it's a piece of the wrapping paper on the box of manju buns by the victim on the floor. Undo, you may not have drunk any sake, but you did eat a sweet red bean bun, right?
Well, yes, that's right.
I don't know if you're aware of it or not, Undo. But I believe the manju you ate caused you to fall unconscious.
The bean bun? But how?
Because those buns contained a secret ingredient.
I
Real
hate it when the
camel.
buns contain a secret ingredient.
A very punchy secret ingredient at that.
A punchy secret ingredient.
Yes. The design on the wrapping paper matches that of something else in the room.
It does?
Oh my
Donde
design-
está?
The design on this object matches that of the manju box's wrapping paper.
This feels like it was put in to literally just pad out time. Ace Attorney, why?
Because you don't have an investigation phase, so they gotta do something to stretch it out.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the sake! Again!
A camel pattern. It's the same as the one for camel brand sake. Which is a thing that definitely makes sense.
Yep, I'm sure it's probably like a riff on some popular brand, but I'm not a sake person, so I don't know sake brands.
Fair enough.
I've only tried sake like once in my life.
I don't think I've ever had sake. All I could think of was Camel cigarettes, though, when I saw it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, just as Wendo said, he didn't drink any sake, per se.
But he did eat some.
Impossible.
Undo had a camel brand red bean bun, which boasts a nice shot of sake as one of its ingredients.
The defense is claiming that Huendo passed out after consuming a camel sweet bun, which allowed a fourth personality named Owen to emerge. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. That's exactly what I'm claiming.
Pew!
There's one thing that bothers me. When the alcoholic content of the buns evaporate as they are steamed,
In order to give them a stronger flavor. Some manju are specially made to retain as much of their alcohol content as possible.
What kind of lightweight do you think I am?
Even I wouldn't pass up from eating a simple manju.
Then how about we test that theory? What do you say, Your Honor?
seeing is believing, as they say. Very well, I'll allow a test.
But the conductor on the Polar Express says some of the most real things are things that we can't see.
Thanks, Your Honor. Simon, go buy us some camel manju on the double. And don't forget to get me one too, okay?
You can't eat one. You're still underage.
Why not? No!
You're still underage. No matter what country we're in, you're still underage.
No, she can eat it in Canada, I believe.
Okay. Whatever country that Ace Attorney is supposedly taking place in,
Oh,
and
yeah,
whatever
definitely
localization
no.
in, she cannot eat wherever she is physically located right now.
Yeah, because I believe it's California, so definitely not.
Yeah, so if it's the States, it's 21, and if it's Japan from...
Nine.
Hmm?
It's 19 in Canada, except for Alberta, which is 18.
Well,
I think Japan is
20.
20?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's underage by 1 year, I think.
Why must I?
While you're at it, Prosecutor Blackwell, you can get one for me as well.
I'm not the courthouse stable boy, you know.
You are now.
Taka. We're off to run errands.
Is that a queese?
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce? Like, a queese doesn't feel right. I've never witnessed that word in writing before.
But just this once, I'll acquiesce. Taka, I'm counting on you. And all of you had better pay me back.
Ah, but I thought it would be your treat, Prosecutor Blackwell. What a shame. Now then, I'll just adjourn until the Manju arrive by carrier hawk. Go to reconvene as soon as Taka returns.
Man, if this is where we left stream off last time, that would have been kind of epic, to be honest. Alright guys, gotta wait a week for our carrier hawk to return with our Manju. See you guys next week when Taka returns. May 13th. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Fortunately, we bought the express service.
Now the sweet buns have arrived. This court is back in session.
Go on, Hondo, eat up.
Nom, nom. Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. Nom. That was delicious. Yes, a unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yet I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this.
What's the matter, Wendo? You're not afraid of a tiny Manju, are you?
Or are you scared of how many calories it has?
Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly... I mean, it could never... Less bleeding, more eating, witness. Fine. Whatever. See, I told you it don't affect me in the light. we might be a lightweight. Oh, come on. No, nobody's that. I can't even read this line long enough. Seriously, nobody is drunk off of a worm.
And they're dead.
It looks like it worked.
Oh my! Well, witness, please let quote your name and occupation.
Oh. My name is Owen. I'm 5.
And I've committed a murder.
You're 5 years old.
Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. Ooh.
So he's Windows' fourth personality. I hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had the motive, could he have actually committed the murder? Ah, that's a very good point. One does appear to be very timid and weak.
Oh.
It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Windows' personalities can be the killer.
Eek. Where can I even go from here?
Shisho. Shisho.
Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened?
Scary lady.
I'm not scary. Look. Look at Auntie's big smile.
She's like the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood.
Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please with sugar on top.
Okay. Shisha was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisho. Ooh.
Athena, do you sense anything behind his words?
I sense his sadness. Sadness so pure it's heartrending. But no discord. Prosecutor Samadi's right. Owen is not the killer.
But then, don't you find it odd?
Find what odd?
Let's review what we've learned so far. Wendo arranged the Carter cards to pin the blame on Bucky.
Well, that's because your original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado.
Exactly. The other three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards.
Probably wouldn't have been Master Tornado. So then, who did it?
Defense? The appearance of Owen help you figure anything out.
Yes, Your Honor. I know now who it was that first laid out the Karate cards.
But I thought it was the victim, right?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karate cards on the table was none other than...
Has to be the true killer, right? Because Bucky's wet noodle number 4 and wet noodle number 3 is already dead. And saying a fifth personality feels like we're just kind of extrapolating upon a weird tangent. It feels like it would be weird. Or is he? Who can say? Who can say?
I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado.
The quickly you move on to a new target when your own theory proves false. You poor Kunken.
I don't know what a Pakukin is, but I know I'm definitely not one. And before you start with this sermons, why don't you hear me out?
Sermons?
Yeah.
Yes, I see the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you.
I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the karate card's name when the scene was discovered?
Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wet.
That's right. But when we found out that That's right, but when we found out that the message originally read Owen 4th...
Ah, which implicated the young boy Owen.
Exactly! And the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Undo.
Wendo may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Wendell rearranged the cards with the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime.
Right on, Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh, it would seem that Owen and the other three personalities don't share the same memories.
But really, there is no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here.
Undo feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us.
Alright, twins, see you in a little bit.
See ya!
Ooh.
But it turns out, Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master.
So, naturally, the culprit must be someone else. And somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen.
Ah, I see. It does make sense. This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who then? Do you maintain murdered the victim?
I believe Owen might know something about that.
I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony. And from a 5-year-old, no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent.
Sir, obviously you haven't been in our court system for a long time. We've cross-examined a parrot, a whale. We've got many other things that didn't even speak the language, sir.
But
The desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when
Jumped ahead.
it is time to let it go, and
I saw it. I saw Shiso getting.
Owen, you do know something, do you?
Yeah.
oh my, it's true. If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Do you agree, Prosecutor Samadi? It's all right, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know.
Well, Owen can tell us everything he knows. Right after this ad break, we have hit the top of the stream hour, so it's time for us to take our early ad break to keep the pre-roll ads off for you guys. So you want to hang tight real quick. We will be right back after this. So see you guys in just a minute. Alrighty. Thank you all for the celebrates. We are back. Okay. Let's figure out what Owen saw. Thank you for the throw.
Shishu was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping on Shishu's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out.
This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw?
I was so scared. So scared.
Owen! His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him.
Is he alright?
His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away.
More planks.
I see. Yes, please do whatever you can to help the poor boy.
Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions pronto.
You know, the little yellow smiley face that pops up whenever she first opens her little matrix thing kind of reminds me of the really old Walmart logo, the smiley face they had for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like the really old
I
Walmart
see what you
logo.
mean.
Sad. Shishu was standing there with a knife in his hand.
Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face. If he was standing with a knife in his hand, how was blood dripping on his face? I don't know which one. We probably want to press this one. Yeah, or excuse me, probe this one. Blood?
Yeah. Blood was dripping down to Shisho's face.
Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down onto his face?
As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is the tale he dreamt up.
Nerk. Guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon?
Simon says.
I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now. So who knows how accurate his memory is? Maybe it's time for that thing instead.
Huh? What thing?
That thing you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about?
Oh, you mean turn your thinking around.
Same difference.
Turnabout thinking.
Yes, whatever. It's the same thing either way.
No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute.
What?
You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate might work perfectly after all.
Come again?
All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been...
Clearly doing a handstand.
Yep,
Clearly.
definitely. I guess just lie on the floor.
To be fair with the handstand one, kids do weird things.
Because if we're assuming that the blood he thought was on his face was the soba broth, and he was laying on the table, then to be able to, well, he was kind of hunched over, so it wouldn't look like he was standing though. Unless he's just, well, he was also drunk, so I think lying on the floor. Because if he's lying on the floor and looked over at the table, then Tornado would have been in a similar orientation as him, thinking he might have been standing up. Because pressed flat against the wall, I don't think would change his perspective. A handstand would, but it would be a different 90 degrees. Or not even 90 degrees, it'd be 180. Theoretically. Lay on the floor.
Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder.
What?
That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees.
And?
This means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery.
And which mystery is that?
The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could have happened if he was lying down. Like someone bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere up above him.
I remember now. Somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho.
So trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back.
Means the assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like the forehead, perhaps?
Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes.
Athena.
I see. That is what happened. If I recall correctly, the accuser has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? That injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder.
Why?
It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of.
No. Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out of control emotions. All I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now?
What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing the towel, are you?
Would it look so bad for Bucky? I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Plus, he has that injury on his forehead.
Your Honor, I sense the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Miss Eggs, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason.
I really don't want to back down, but...
Athena. Are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence?
I wouldn't say that, it's just...
Do you remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning?
I mean, you believe me, ma'am?
Of course! No matter what, I'll believe in you in the very end. Or to the very end.
Only in the very end will I believe you.
Were those just empty words?
Of course not. It's just that all the cards are stacked against us.
Are you still stuck on that line of thinking?
Gee, my knees!
Motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Tell me again, who are you to Bucky?
I'm his Miss Chickadee lawyer.
Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end.
I will. Diamond's absolutely right. I'm Buggy's lawyer, and he's depending on me.
Lunch team, please. No fighting in my courtroom.
It's not fighting, I'm giving her a motivational speech. Give me just one moment.
The defense is ready to... Nope, the defense is actually not ready to resume. I need to be right back real quick.
Okay. What timing?
Well.
So, do we know what the word of the day is?
So we can find out. Apparently the word of the day is grandiose.
Ooh.
Grandiose is usually used disapprovingly to describe something that seems impressive or is intended to be impressive, but that is either not possible or practical.
Grandiose. Like Nayata's pride in his abilities. Grandiose.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm working on a snack.
Don't burn your snack.
Yeah. It's some chicken nuggies. They're in the air fryer. I realized I had to go turn them.
Ah.
Okay, now the defense is ready to resume, Your Honor.
Beautiful.
Prosecutor Blackwell was just giving me a pep talk, that's all.
That's what I was saying.
Thank you, Prosecutor.
I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of what's sober.
Yeah, I got it.
It's not like I care about you or anything, Baka.
The defense would like to continue nope. The defense would like to now continue with Owen's therapy session.
Owen, would you be alright with that?
Oh, okay. So, somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho, bleeding from their head, and smushing something into Shisho's face.
That's funny.
What is it?
I still hear discord in Owen's voice. But I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statements and emotions. And there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either.
Ah, so that's it, huh?
Did you figure something out?
Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Thina. But there's actually something he's being very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from here.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. Just update the moon matrix with the new information, and then we'll be ready to go. So I just need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about. Huh. So now, let's see what Owen is feeling uncertain about. It should manifest as something Owen isn't being specific about.
What's the matter? Is this too tough for you?
No, I'm thinking. So stop distracting me. I think I can guess what Owen is uncertain about. I just don't know which piece of evidence will pull the info I need to the surface.
You can't solve this with the rigid thought process. Try needing your mind as well.
Needing my mind. It's not soba dough, you know.
Looks like you've learned a thing or two about making soap, at least.
You think? I've only been hearing about it all day today.
Well, even with that tiny bit of knowledge, you ought to be able to find your answer.
That's Simon. He's figured something out again, hasn't he? And what does the soba making process have to do with what Owen isn't sure about?
My thoughts. Is it the plastic wrap? Do we present this crime scene photo yet again?
Maybe?
There's things that you could be suffocated with in here. There's really not too many things I can see. I think the only other thing could potentially be the cushion. But also to suffocate him in like 2 to 3 minutes with a cushion seems, I don't know, seems kind of quick. That's still a weird tidbit to me. The dumplings and the dog burying them. Not a point for now, but still an odd little tidbit. My best guess is the crime scene photo again. For either potentially the cushion or the cling film. That's my thoughts on it. And I feel a little too confident about it, so I'm unsure about it. Also, isn't that... Granted, it didn't go into the specific details of making soda, but isn't it odd that there's cling film in there to begin with? Because if he was making soba noodles, he would have ground the flour himself, then he would have kneaded it into the dough, then he would have cut the noodles and then boiled them immediately. There'd be no need to cover anything with cling film, right?
You think?
You would think?
Let's put a name to the thing Owen's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spied the murder weapon right here in the crime scene photo.
I'm just used to being smacked at this point, Twin. I've been used to being smacked for quite a while now. I just cringe whenever I feel confident because I have a strong feeling there's a 90% chance I'm going to be smacked.
Unfortunately for you, I find nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. That never mean anything. Right tell, where is this murder weapon you see?
You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. This is what the killer pressed into the Master Tornado's face. It was not your line of thinking.
It wasn't my saran wrap.
I feel like at that point, is it either the cup or the sweet bun?
I know, I was thinking that too. But with the
I don't know what else here would suffocate a man.
Right? Yeah. Because my thought with the sweet bun, at least, is that if you were being suffocated by a sweet bun, there would theoretically be some remnant of you inhaling it, right? Theoretically, maybe I'm thinking too deep in it there.
That makes sense.
But if you were gasping for air, you would probably get some sort of sweet bun remnant in your lung because you're fighting and gasping for air.
If somebody was smothering me with food, I would simply eat it.
Ha! You can't suffocate me with food. What did the culprit press into Master Tornado's face? Was it just like a raw sheet of dough? Like soba dough? Like we've kneaded our dough. We made a nice, big old brick of dough. Shove it to your mouth and your nose.
Maybe, because the noodles are not that anymore, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh. Oh no.
Came back with nuggies just in time.
I'll come back.
I should have said something, but I didn't want to disrupt your thoughts. The mystery person that Owen saw press soap into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him.
I grow weary of your tasteless jokes. Could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate soba? The news would instantly fall apart if they were pressed into someone's face. Yes, I agree.
Oh, I disagree. There is a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim.
What? You explain your theory at once, Miss Sykes.
To kill Master Tornado, the carpet must have smothered him with...
Uncut soba dough. Big old brick of soba dough.
Culprit must have used soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough.
What? Order! Order in the court! Yes, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it?
Are you alright, Prosecutor Samari?
I was just letting the soul of the victim know. The accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Allow me to summarize your statements. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles.
Ah. Why, you smarmy.
Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash off the blood that had dripped on the victim's face from his own. And there you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair.
Now, wait just a moment. I never once said that Mr. Wet was the culprit.
Who but the accused knows how to cut dough into noodles, defense?
Yerk.
Ah, that's a very good point, Prosecutor Sunmari. I heard that cutting soba dough into uniform noodles requires considerable training. But then, what about the dying message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about Wendo's own personality. Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards and they hold no other meaning.
That's a little specific, dude.
Perhaps he spilled out Owen's name in jest, sometime before his murder. That's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Tornado cared for the boy. Ah, here's we've arrived at a compelling conclusion. Taken together, all these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's guilt.
Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? It doesn't matter how small detail. Anything will do.
Ooh, you're scaring me.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I had to be gentler with him. He can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared. Okay, sweetie. Just tell us anything you can remember.
Well, when I woke up, the person who killed Chisho was standing over me, bleeding from their head.
Owen, you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. So, who was it, Owen? Do you remember?
I don't know who it was.
I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony.
I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say, we are analyzing the dreams of a child. Wasting enough of our time, defense. Let it go and move on.
No. There's still discord in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in here.
Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us?
Okay.
I'll enter the new info and run an update then.
Oh, blink. Blink.
Blink,
No blink. No blinks.
blink, blink, blink.
You know, I'd rather hear your voice in the blong, blong, blong noises of the game.
We just gotta make our own noises.
There we go. Become Foley artists. Sad and shocked. Sobido.
Smooshing.
Happy. Why you happy? Why are you happy, Owen?
Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, Owen experienced a positive feeling. One of relief?
The person who this solves no stranger. Rather, it was the accused. Therefore, it is only natural that he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. Defense, end this madness and sully your soul no more.
Owen, who did you see?
That nice smell. I love the smell of that perfume. It's the smell of
You can do it. Try to remember, Owen.
no, the smell of
And he did.
Owen! Can't believe we killed a child.
That's not what we meant by brain blast.
James Owen is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today, don't they? Let's continue with the trial.
All from courtroom number 4 too.
Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother. The child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion.
You think that man wears perfume?
You think that man smells nice?
I
I
don't
think it
think
smells like stock guy.
yeah. And buckwheat.
But what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that will lead us to the true culprit.
Ah, there are thousands of perfumes in the world. Could even be the scent of the hair product the accused uses.
Again, do you think he smells nice?
He does have one amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products.
Ah, why couldn't you have gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky?
What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused, and no other.
Oh man. How am I supposed to argue with that?
And so the person no one saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused, Bucky Wet.
What the?
Hey. I never used hair products or anything with the smell. Or something like that. The smell get into the soba. Boom, check it. What? Alright.
You delivering the soba.
Mr. What? Aren't you supposed to be resting in the infirmary?
Whatever. You think they'd let my soba stink of perfume? Try that chilled soba for yourself and see. I believe we have no choice but to try it, strictly for examination purposes, of course. Now then, let's dig in, shall we? Ah, that was delightful. Ahem. Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of hair products or perfumes in Mr. Wet's soba. First, sweet bean buns, and now savory soba. What a delectable trial this has been.
Tasty.
Probably his favorite one so far.
Yeah. Its texture is different from the soba I had the other day. Reminds me of a dish we have in Korean called banupun.
This is a pun. Banupun. Banupun.
What you think, Miss Chickadee? My soba's pretty good, isn't it?
Delicious. Don't you think so, Simon?
It still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine.
Shamey, why you always gotta be so hard on me? Bailiff, take the defendant back to the infirmary at once for some rest.
Oh, no.
Rest? Hey, I ain't a lump of plain old weedy udon dough, you know. I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let soba dough rest. It's about the 3 freshes of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, something to that fresh. Good grief, what a defendant.
At least Bucky wasn't the source of the perfume smell. Wait. Smelly perfume?
It looks like you've remembered something.
The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody.
Oh, and who might that be?
There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase "smelly perfume" reminded me of this person.
Simon Blackwell.
I just said sad naughty, but yeah.
Huh?
Sad naughty. He's stinky.
He's stinky.
Garo Tornado. Yeah, she did smell very nice, didn't she? Just a moment, Defense. You would throw suspicion on Geru now because of his scent? Your Honor, there is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense. I suppose the claims have been awfully inconsistent.
We've uncovered new evidence each time we go, though.
But Garu could have been at the crime scene.
Yes, but
You'll get to see those balloons of hers if we call her back to the witness stand.
how vulgar! His Honor is not interested in such things.
The judge here in 2 seconds. Oh, yay, balloons!
Ahem. Setting the matter of her balloons aside entirely. I do believe it's appropriate to ask Geru some questions, given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons, of course.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Polkunka!
Thank you for calling this disciple of Tornado's School of Rakugo back for an encore. It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Geru Tornado. On to balloons.
Did you say you'll be right back?
No, I said the eye cake.
Oh, the eye cake. Yeah.
The eye cake.
And they-
Don't worry about it.
Okay, yay.
You can look at her balloons instead.
Okay, yay.
What wonderful balloon artistry.
Your Honor, please.
Now then, what would you like me to make you this time?
Actually, I called you back for more testimony.
But I'm all talked out. This case has left me completely deflated. What? You didn't find that funny? Anyway, what exactly is going on, Simon?
It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume.
And you were the only person I could think of who wears perfume.
Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now?
Garu, you knew about Owen, right?
Well, yes. I often played with him at Shisha's request.
So that means you could have let that fake dying message, right?
What? Just because I wear perfume and no Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you?
Witness is absolutely right. With no evidence but the distorted memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman.
That's... Oh, my...
Because you saw pink.
You're like, yes, me, pink. It's I. Aria tornado. Geiru aurora. That's right. You don't even have any proof.
Misstep done from the stand, Geru. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime.
Wait just 1 minute. I may not have proof, but Owen's testimony still...
Enough. Please feel free to leave, Geru.
But I'm so close. There must be something I can do.
Well, if the prosecutor said it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now.
Hoi, Geru. You're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you are on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing, leaving halfway through?
Well,
There's a bandage on Garu's forehead! And since we know that Master Tornado's killer has a cut on their face somewhere...
Impossible.
How did you know, Simon?
I didn't. But I had to take a chance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation.
Your Honor, Prosecutor Samari! The scent of perfume, an injury on the forehead. These things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Garu.
For sakes. Does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado? Should your accusation prove to be false, hope you are prepared to pay the price in full.
Simon, what price is he talking about?
They put you in the hole.
What's the hole?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, yay!
Just win, you don't have to worry about it.
I'm trying!
I thought that should be obvious. Prosecutor Sadmug is saying he'll see to it you never stand in court of law again. I must say, though, he knows how to make a trial interesting.
Just whose side are you on, Simon?
Go on, then. Into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway.
Well, my sakes, I'm waiting.
With regard to the witness, Garu Tornado, the defense wishes to...
a non-answer here.
There's no reason for me to hold back. Not if I really believe in my clients. The defense wishes to formally... Wait, why am I...
Indict?
Indict Garu Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado.
I've tried to be merciful, but now, not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of hell.
Except I won't need to. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wetz. It was Gary Tornado.
That bandage is... It's just from a silly slip I made while cooking yesterday. That's all.
Cooking soba noodles?
What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead?
I've seen some people who are pretty fucking bad at cooking.
I mean, I've had it where... Well, not me, actually. I've seen people get, like, the most stupid burns on their face because whatever they cooking decided to spit at them the wrong way.
I can't say I've seen a cut on someone's forehead, though, from normal cooking
no.
operations. My cousin
No.
sliced his hand really fucking bad with a butter knife, though.
I remember one time I cut my my hand pretty badly one morning when I was like making myself a sandwich. I didn't realize I cut myself with the bread knife because I was still half asleep and only noticed when blood got on my bread. I was like,
Oh.
okay. And I went to go deal with it and then went back to making my sandwich.
Extra
It was the most-
iron.
It's the most calm I've ever been when it came to cutting myself. Or seeing any sort of injury. I was just like, oh, okay.
Well,
It wasn't that deep. It was just in like the fatty side of my hand, so it was just oh, okay.
well, at least you noticed.
Yeah. It's funny to think back on.
Before we get too far into Garu's explanation for all this, even though we've got exciting music, we have hit the top of the stream hour. So it's time for us to go ahead and take our early ad break to keep the pre-roll ads off you guys. If you want to hang that here real quick, we'll be right back with some more of this. And also, good night, CJ. I hope you have a great night and have a good sleep if you're going to sleep. And I'll see you around hopefully tomorrow. So until then, have a good one. But we will see the rest of you here in a few minutes as we take our ad break. So we will be right back. Let's get back to it here. Thank you for the celebrates.
Also, the sound does work on your little transition, and it's not too bad.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure because it's so much louder than every other noise that comes through to me on OBS. I am like attacked by pops anytime we change screens, so. But if it works for stream, then it's all that needs to be. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. It's good though. Okay.
Well, what can I say? That's what happened.
You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 p.m., do you, Garu?
But I really didn't know anything was wrong until Shisha was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with the twisty twist. And boom! There you have it, an adorable little kitty with sausage lips. How could you suspect a cutesy little balloon artist like me?
Garu, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but... Could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art?
Don't you think I know that? You didn't have to come out and say it. I'm the daughter of a great rococo artist. I never wanted to do stupid balloon art. I was supposed to be a rococo storyteller too, just like my late daddy. But Shisha told me to do balloon art instead.
I guess the victim thought she had no talent as a raku artist either.
So you're still going to suspect a poor little thing like me?
Please stop trying to skirt around the issue.
Can we dress around the issue?
It all comes down to the scent of the perfume and the cut on your forehead. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony share these two traits.
You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I have for naughty little girls like you, with a twisty twist. I'm a cut you, witch! Go ahead and make me testify all you want. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop! Got it?
Oh my, is this yet another hidden personality?
No, it's just her two-facedness.
Simon, is everyone in the Tendo School of Art like this?
How should I know?
We don't go there often, so...
I'm there for the soap, but not the people.
Fair enough.
Balloon noise, I love them. What I did before the murder.
Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a courtesy call after my act. Shisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. I got the note Shisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb him, you know. The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over from when I visited.
So Gara's saying she went into the dressing room, but then left right away.
Them take her at her word.
Come on, do you think I really would?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened.
Now then, Miss Sykes, may you proceed with your cross-examination.
A courtesy call after your performance, huh? Come to think of it, Undo mentioned making the same kind of visit.
Yeah, a visit to your master before and after your routine. That's just common courtesy with us Rakugo artists and entertainers.
So that means you paid the victim a courtesy call before your performance too, right? What did you see at that time?
He was having a drink and getting himself into a festive mood. He liked to say that drinking gave him a silver tongue.
So he was already drinking by then.
Wenda wasn't there in the dressing room yet at that time. He must have gone in there during my act, because when I went back...
Could you describe how they appeared?
They were both stretched out on the floor, snoozing away.
So sitting the victim up and over the table must have been the culprit's doing. After all, who wouldn't stretch out on the floor if they could take a nap? Plus, that matches up with what Owen said in his testimony. But if he was asleep, how could you tell it was Owen? How did you know it wasn't Undo?
I've known the guy for ages. One look at his face and I know which one I'm dealing with.
I see.
Welcome back, Twin. Thank you for the celebrate.
Where did you find your master's note?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room?
Well, there was a sake and a half-eaten manju on the table. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though.
Oh, is that a fact?
Of course it is! What do you think?
You didn't change anything around while you were in there.
I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling ya. I didn't see anything funny near Shisho, and I didn't touch anything in the room.
Your boldness. I request that Geru's last statement be added to her testimony.
Simon!
Ooh, it's kind of fun to be a defense attorney.
What's a statement like that going to do for us?
Just play along and you'll see soon enough.
I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes?
I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking?
He wants Michi to argue with herself in two very different voices. Didn't see anything funny there. She shouldn't touch anything in the room. Well, the fridge being open is kind of funny. But supposedly she didn't see the room in this state.
So, I just want to confirm. You didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place around the victim?
I already told ya. Nothing.
And you didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room?
And Twin, that sounds probably her balloon knocking the back of her neck. Her balloon sword.
Yeah. Probably.
How many times I gotta say it? No, I didn't touch anything.
Wait, but then she's saying she didn't see what Undo immediately saw when he checked the victim's body? Does that mean it wasn't there yet at the time?
Oh, hold on. I guess there was something.
What is it?
The soba making equipment was already there in the room. That means Bucky must have been there in the dressing room before me doing something.
Ah, thanks for the non-help. Well, a new statement has been added. She's still sticking to her guns.
She said she didn't see anything unusual in the dressing room. That strikes me as a little strange on its own.
Really? Why?
If Master Tornado really is the one who left that, you'd think Gary would have noticed it. And if Master Tornado wasn't the one who left it, then we must ask, who did? You know what I'm getting at, don't you, Athena?
I think so. I really appreciate Simon's help, but I've got to come up with the answer for myself this time.
It's a card. Cards, isn't it? Feeling too confident.
Garu, you said that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room.
That's right. What about it?
Then I wonder who left that dying message with the karate cards.
What are you going on about? It had to have been that Bucky.
Sorry, but that's not possible. Because only 3 people knew of Undo's personalities. Undo, your master, and you.
Bucky hadn't left that card message. He wouldn't have spelled out Owen. He would have spelled out Wendo.
What it boils down to is this. As a member of the Tornado School, you, Garu Tornado, are the only one who could have let that dying message. And as a person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer.
Yeah. Will you ever quit your yapping?
You're like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth.
Would you quit butting in whenever things start to go my way?
Silence, child. Playtime is over.
What did you just say?
As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. The victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There is another reason that compelled Garu to leave at once. Garu, would you please relate said reason to the court?
Is there a reason why Garu had to leave the dressing room?
Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, because here it comes. Something?
Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Garu?
If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat.
Ooh, unfortunate. What?
Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With Typhoon Tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Garu is lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air.
Are we sure that she's allergic to when it's only on her hand having a reaction? She didn't burn herself. Just saying.
Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. When I touched Shisha as he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hands! There must be some soba broth on his clothes or something. If I'd inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a seizure and it'd been good night Garu. I never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long.
A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. Certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either.
This isn't good.
You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy.
Huh. As if I would do anything so underhanded.
Don't lie.
I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness.
I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah?
Garu's buckwheat allergy.
If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soba flour in here, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand. Just touching Shisha's body causes so much damage. There must have been soba broth on his clothes. So I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room.
I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. Did you know, Simon?
Does it look like I knew? Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot. What a dirty trick.
Now what do we do?
There's only one thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sadmonk to shame with your cross-examination.
Right. No matter how small, I'll find an opening and break her testimony down.
Even if Black Coat would have done the same thing, he doesn't like being on the receiving end of it. He's a hypocrite.
You're not lying about the soba allergy of yours, right?
Of course not. I swear I'm gonna grave my father up in heaven. I can even get a doctor's certificate if you want.
She seems to be telling the truth.
I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never dreamt in a million years it'd clear me of murder.
And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flower to boot.
Well said, Your Honor.
Give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in that dressing room. But you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right?
Yeah, but like I said, I came right back out. I mean, the soba making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in.
But you could have committed this crime if you held your breath while doing it.
Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Jeez, get a grip, will ya?
I will not.
Maybe there's a twist here. You're like you're actually allergic to dogs and not soba.
You kidding? Bring my little Jugemo in here. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling ya, I have a genuine, honest to goodness soba allergy.
Defense, the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. It's like the kobolds from 14.
You heard the lawyer. You heard the man lawyer, girl.
All right, fine. I was just starting to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though.
I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand here because I touched Shisho.
I have a question about that, actually. You're allergic to soba. Does that mean you're allergic to the noodle broth, too?
Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba broth can be as deadly for me. Don't you know anything? What an amateur.
I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you?
A psychiatric one, maybe.
Look. Anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba, is like poison to me.
So I just want to cover all my bases, but did the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room. I feel like we would have went over that by now.
That is out of the question. By even asking, you show your complete disregard for all we have discussed until now. Yes, I have to agree. Defense can't go around suggesting new premises without basis.
Unfortunately for you, Shisho didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder.
Well, that is unfortunate for everyone.
Gero could not have possibly committed this crime in the room where soba was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin.
Yarg. What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? Of guts. There's only one thing to do.
You know, I had thought. Are those soba noodles? Do we have anything to compare it to? Because maybe it's just me, but they seem... Oops, wrong one. They seem a little light in color. So what if it's actually udon noodles? Made with wheat flour versus buckwheat? Just a thought. Could be a wild one,
Yeah.
but just a thought, right? The proof's not in the pudding, the proof's in the noodles. Looks like the room is covered in soba flour. Victim was making soba noodles from scratch. I don't know, just comparing it to the noodles that we saw Bucky handing out earlier, those seemed a lot more brown in texture than these. These seem a lot lighter. But a thought I wanted to share because I was mulling it over.
What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you?
Nope. It's just the worst of times are when the lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Oh my god.
No matter.
Irish.
Smile. Smile. Aria's going back to season 3 Black Butler.
I see. You have no rebuttal, and so the only thing left to you is to smile.
Oh ho ho ho! That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Garu, who is allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Garu could be in that room and not have an allergic reaction instead.
Let me rest? Ha! Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. I'm fresh like my soba, and you don't let soba dough rest. It's all about the three freshes.
For the
Case you
33rd
didn't know.
time!
Grind the buckwheat seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the dough fresh. Gotta practice it enough times so I can actually keep up with it.
He's blacked out.
It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb.
Yes, that's a note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisha was napping?
If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat.
What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means?
I'm gonna roll tonight.
If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Garu could have committed this crime.
No matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts. For my sakes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling.
True, I can't overturn facts, but what if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong?
I thought facts wrong. What are you talking about now? What piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point it out to this court.
This evidence proves that Garu... Oh, yeah. This evidence proves that Garu could have killed her master, even with her soba and her soba allergy. Oh my god. It's Master Tendo's note.
The note? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and the note?
The answer lies in the true meaning of this note.
There's true meaning.
This note does not mean I'm resting, do not disturb, as we assumed. Rather, it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it.
Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense.
You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many a time, you don't let soba dough rest.
What's all this jibber jabber got to do with anything?
This is it, the home stretch. This note and Mr. Wet's words have led me to the conclusion that Mr. Tornado was...
Not making anything.
Victim, Typhoon Tornado was not making buckwheat noodles. And he was making ordinary udon noodles instead.
Orkunka!
That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Garu to be in that room and kill her master.
What? If that's true, it changes everything.
Your Honor, the defense requests that the flour in the room be tested immediately. The fact that it wasn't tested already was crazy.
But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Geru did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things?
Well...
Even with udon flour instead of soba, you still could not prove Gero committed the crime.
But
Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back.
enough of the threats already. I got it. Talk about pressure. All right, Athena, take a deep breath and go over everything again. I'm going to revisualize the case from start to finish. I had to find conclusive evidence that Garu committed this murder. What was Master Tornado making in his dressing room?
Obviously Soba.
By my logic, Master Tornado must have been making udon noodles from his dressing room. But otherwise at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl on the table?
It feels like a trick question, but he did say it was Soba.
Even though the master wasn't making soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute. One mysterious serving of soba noodles. That sounds familiar. Where did the soba in the bowl on the table come from?
Oh, Master Soap Stock, yeah? Because didn't he keep like one on hand or something? That's information from like 2 weeks back, but or just last week. I think we just started this last week, didn't we? Even still, a week ago is weeks ago. But I feel like I remember him saying something along the lines of he would keep one on hand.
The soba noodles found at the scene. The soba noodles found at the scene were from the master's stock of uncooked noodles. But then, why would the culprit go out of her way to cook that soba and put it in a bowl?
Hide that you don't. I don't think she likes soba. Well, you can like things that you're allergic to. I don't think she would though.
Yeah. Soba was found at the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she...
Killed him with the udon though.
That's it. The udon dough was a real weapon used to kill Typhoon Tornado. And the reason why no weapon was found is because Garu got rid of the dough somehow. The real murder weapon is the udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Garu's guilt.
Even though we could find this dough, what makes you think that it would prove she's the one?
Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Samari. If the injury on Garu's forehead was caused by the victim's nani, then Garu's blood must have dripped down onto the dough used as the murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree?
Ah, but where is this conclusive evidence? Let us hear your theory on where this murder weapon is.
Well, it's... I can't find the answer in the evidence I have on hand. We'll lose this trial. How did Garu get rid of the udon dough? Athena, what do I have that points to suspicious behavior on Garu's part?
Now then, Miss X, let's hear your answer. Where is this real murder weapon hidden?
Nice embarking you did there. I assume you have the bite to back it up.
Stop distracting me! Especially not now.
She can't even take a fucking hint.
Was it the dog leftovers?
I think it's the dog leftovers. Not actually dumplings, they're udon dumplings.
Garu!
Huh? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about murder.
Stop that cute act in your balloon hat! Garu got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose by feeding it to her dog.
No, I...
Of course. Now it all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Garu, who should know her own dog's eating habits, would feed Jugemi more than he could possibly finish.
Your Honor, please order investigation of the yard right now.
And what should the police at the theater be looking for exactly?
Jugemu must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around his doghouse. Dumplings that Garu made out of udon dough with her blood on it. Or in it.
This is preposterous.
I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way.
What are you blathering about? You still have work to do. Now, by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena.
You've got it. Garu, Do you remember what you said would happen when the truth is finally revealed?
When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it?
Well, now the truth is out, and it looks like it's your balloon that goes pop.
Ah!
Forgot about that animation.
Falcunga.
This man never learns.
I'm Maracagars. I was the one who was supposed to inherit that name. But then Shisho. Why are my balloons bursting? Daddy, I didn't read the full line.
Are you mad at me?
I've been a bad girl. I.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Yep.
god, yeah.
Are you ready to tell us everything now, Garu?
The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name.
His stage name. You don't mean...
Window tornado.
I knew I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shisho wanted, I'd inherit the name someday.
But Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple.
Yeah. That's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show celebrating the name secession.
So that was your entire motive.
I doubt anybody else can understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living.
Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show?
Because I wanted to pay Window back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered.
And Undo tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet. And now we know the whole story.
There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making you dawn in his dressing room yesterday?
No, I didn't. When I saw the soba making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it.
So it was a premeditated crime. But in the end, you only went through with it on impulse. Then, the allergic reaction on your hand. Is it from touching the soap in the refrigerator with your bare hands? When you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death?
Yeah. By that time, I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy.
Geru, how could you do all this? You idiot.
Garu, I get your desire to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart.
It's his heart.
You have anything to add, Prosecutor Sudmati? Any objections? No, Your Honor. It's Athena Sykes.
Yes? That's the first time he used my name.
I shall be sure to remember your name.
Really?
It seems he finally recognized you as a proper adversary.
Thanks. That's all I ask, Prosecutor Samari.
It looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant.
Before we get into what Bucky has to say and Bucky's presumed acquittal, we've hit the top of the stream hour. So before ad breaks come in and interrupt us, let's go ahead and take our hourly ad break to keep the pre-roll ads off for you guys and the ads at bay. So until then, I will see you guys in just a minute. Alrighty. We are back.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for the celebrates. Okay, you want to start us off, so?
ah, good. Seems you have made a full recovery after that outbreak. Now then, escort finds the defendant, Bucky wet.
Yay!
But he should probably go to a support group about his sake problem. His court is adjourned. Get the fuck out.
Those error message bubbles actually are not my doing. I had purchased them. They're cute, aren't they? Very on brand.
I was the one who found them.
Aria sent them my way, and I was like, oh no, they're so cute. I need them. So I bought them. May 13th, 11:55 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 6.
Congratulations, Bucky! I'm so glad you were found innocent.
Thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee.
But it still sucks that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did Undo have it out for you or something?
I don't think so.
Wendo said it was a spur-of-the-moment idea he got when he saw the Sopa-themed cards.
Simon! Where have you been?
I stopped at the windows questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim.
No way. I almost got convicted out of convenience?
Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all charges. So, buck up, Bucky. On a more important note, what I really want to know is... why didn't Master Tornado let Geru inherit her father's name?
What do you mean on a more important note, Miss Chickadee?
Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. I'll just go with the flow now. Come on. Do you think the Master's trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business?
No, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Geru to find her own calling in life. To perform whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavor.
So that's why he called you to the theater, huh? To teach him how to make udon?
A more roundabout way I've never seen. That's Master Tornado for you.
So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding. How sad.
By the way, Gary wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on. Even though the person in question seems unaware of the Master's intentions.
What? You talking about me? Come on, no way. All that old man ever did was criticize my soba.
That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him.
My attorney's badge.
Yeah. I think the only thing that we haven't presented is the deed.
Yeah?
Take a good look, Bucky. His name is on there as whole. Whose name is on there as the holder of this title deed?
It's still in my name.
Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's stead.
Probably use some tough love on you so that the shop wouldn't just go belly up.
I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tornado. I'm so sorry.
Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations.
Thanks, Simey. And you too, Ms. Chickadee. One day, my soap is going to be so good, it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Wet Soba. Wet Noodle number 4. Well, I better be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for my lunch rush.
Hold on. Could I place an order for delivery, Bucky?
Yes, Miss Chickadee?
Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Geru on behalf of her master?
You got it. I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tornado would have packed in it too.
Thank you.
Well, see ya. You should have dropped by the shop sometime.
I will. I'm gonna bring the whole agency with me.
This is Athena's secret ploy to get away from Eldune's noodles, where the salt could kill a man.
Shh! Don't tell Mr. Right.
Do us all proud, Bucky.
I'll have the best soba in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out.
It's nice to see somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I leveled up any thanks to this case.
Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half had it not been by your side.
You don't know that.
Mm-hmm. For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively.
Or you could teach me... Or you could just teach me your famous mind trick, Simon.
No.
Better shut someone down. Why not?
Because the more pesky lawyers are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever.
Hey, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by Undo?
Must you remind me? How could I have known Nuendo would do time soba?
Hey, speaking of time soba, I just thought of something funny.
Oh, goody. I can't wait.
Okay, here it is. In time, Soba. Why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on. Do you know, Simon?
Oh, should I know?
Because 789. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
What is rotful? Roll
Rolling on the floor.
Okay, so FL is just floor. Oh,
No,
rolling on
rolling
the
on the
floor,
floor
laughing.
laughing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You can tell when this game was made. Because no
Well-
one says that anymore.
I mean, Raffle, first of all, I never saw it with an T, so that threw me
Oh.
off. And people said lol more often, I feel, but
I would see Lamau or Lol, not Raffle as
Yeah.
much. At least in my groups.
I used to see it a lot myself, but it might have just been my circles.
That I should have known. Come on, let's go get soba or something. Go home.
Your treat?
I'll treat you to 50% off the tab. And don't forget, you still owe me for that manju.
Simon, I want to hurt for you to pay for me every once in a while, you know?
Quit squawking and start walking, Athena.
Hey, wait for me! I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer. But just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. How do you pronounce that again?
Je peux le faire. Je
Je peux
peux
le
le faire.
faire? I can do this.
I don't know what it translates to though. Save. Oops, nope, save, yes. Je peux le faire. I don't know. And even so, that pronunciation could be off too. I'm going off of ballet knowledge.
I think it's something like I can do it or something.
Yep.
Makes sense. Consider she's like,
Yeah.
I know.
I've got all these things up against me, but like everybody else ahead of me here that have already gone through it, I can do it too.
And you did get the pronunciation, right? So
Yay! Je peux le faire. I don't know, I saw the P-E-U-X. I'm like, gonna hedge my bets that ballet with the E-U-X being de. This is probably P. Je peux le faire.
Yeah.
So are we playing the next chapter right now or later? We will do that next week. I think this is a good stopping point. Getting into the fifth case, I feel like probably wouldn't be a smart idea to start tonight.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably be best to start it
fresh.
when
Starting fresh, I think would be good for next week on this.
Agree.
It's long, yeah. We'll take it little by little. We got this. But I think it would be in our best interest to start it with a full stream versus like, hey, let's do another hour maybe of this, you know? And it's like, well,
I feel like it's a little different when it comes to Danganronpa because it's like with Danganronpa, they just transition right into like the
Daily
next
life.
day or like an hour after or whatever.
Yeah.
Unlike Ace Attorney, it's just like,
It's setting up a
okay,
premise in a
so
case.
yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes I don't even realize we went into another chapter until the game's like chapter time. I'm like, oh hi.
Welcome.
But with
Go
yeah, here's the
socialize.
title card. Yeah, basically.
Or be a hermit in your room. I don't care.
I'm very certain you can just sleep in your room if you don't want to talk to people.
They said you can.
Mm.
I don't see the point in doing that, but
If you're speedrunning it.
Mm.
But I don't know why you'd speedrun
I
Danganronpa.
guess so.
For funsies
People have
and
probably sped run every game.
I'm sure,
yeah. I wonder if there's potentially like an achievement tied to not talking to people.
Just being antisocial.
Yeah.
Super high school level hermit. But yeah, I think this is where we should end Ace Attorney for tonight. We will pick up the 5th case next time we get scheduled on the book. So, let's see here. I mean, that is Byakuya. I don't know if I'd call him a hermit per se. He's just a loner. He doesn't like to deal with
Yeah.
He doesn't like to deal with the common folk. But yeah. We're finishing off tonight. Let's see. Next thing we got in the book. So tomorrow, I'll be doing some Christmas karaoke. Not today, as opposed to what the image on Discord may say otherwise. But tomorrow, Saturday, at 3 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be doing about an hour or so of Christmas karaoke. So if you guys want to tune in here to listen to some Christmas karaoke, I will be singing for you guys. And then later in the evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be joining Aria on her channel, also with Soph, and we'll be doing our weekly Danganronpa. So if you guys are curious to tune into that, feel free to come check out Singing at 3 and Danganronpa on Aria's channel at 8. So yeah, that's what we got going. And I think that's it. My brain's fried. I always forget what I'm doing on stream. It's a week goes by and I'm like, I don't know what I say or what I do anymore. One more for the road. Thank you, twin. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming to hang out tonight. Hope to see you guys later. So, until then, this is Michio signing off. See you guys later. Bye night.
Hello.